Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. I am Rathi Naseje. Now, it could be a mere coincidence, but controversy seems to follow those Ugandans who are given the name Kirumira. Although it is not a very common name, in a space of just 1 year, several Kirumiras have made more news than 100 Mukasas or Okellos. New Vision TV recalled some of the Kirumira cases. It could be a mere coincidence, but controversy seems to follow those Ugandans who are given the name Kirumira. Although it is not a very common name, in a space of just 1 year, several Kirumiras have made more news than 100 Mukasas or Okellos. New Vision TV recalled some of the Kirumira's cases. Kirumira means something in food or sauce that is sticky in the mouth and makes it very difficult to swallow. Something like Brian Kirumira, commonly known as Brian White. He rose to prominence last year by emerging from somewhere with loads of money that he was giving out to people who went to him proclaiming their financial problems. Then one day he picked a gun and shot at his neighbor, injuring him seriously. He was briefly arrested and then inexplicably was released. It seems even police or prison could not swallow him. Then he took a very expensive car from a dealer and somehow did not pay for it in full. Then a palatial mansion he lives in seems to have rent issues. He is just Kirumira. Oh, it could be Assistant Superintendent of Police Mohammed Kirumira, who shot to prominence by busting crime around the hectic township of Nansana on the outskirts of Kampala several years ago. Then only an Assistant Inspector of Police, Kirumira not only grabbed so many criminals, but he also accused some of his superiors for working with criminals. He was arrested on dubious charges that included eating a Rolex belonging to a vigilante or crime preventer. Then he was released and sent to promotional training by the late AIGP Andrew Felix Kawesi, who had him promoted to Assistant Superintendent of Police on completion of the course. Posted as Divisional Police Commander in the busy old Kampala area, Kirumira again started catching criminals like flies, but this time stepped on the wrong toes on a powerful criminal suspect called Abdallah Chitata, patron of Boda Boda 2010 militia. Kirumira found himself transferred to remote Buyende, from where he was thrown into a notorious dangerous Nalfenya and charged before the police disciplinary committee with parading suspects and eating a militia's Rolex. The court purportedly demoted him back to IP, but Kirumira laughed at them, saying he had already resigned from police. He named his newborn son after the slain Andrew Felix Kawesi. Kirumira had just lodged his appeal in the High Court against the police court decision when the Minister of Justice, General Kahindo Tafire, praised him for having helped government by exposing the rot in the police, which ended with the sacking of the IGP and arrest of many senior officers on several crimes. Kirumira is now a human rights activist, and he launched an Alfenya Survivors Association. Or it could be the Kampala businessman Godfrey Kirumira of the Kwagalana group. Kirumira has had several controversial things happen to him, some of them very strange. For instance, a government payment of many millions of shillings meant for Kiruhura district accidentally ended up in his bank account, apparently because his name sounds like that of the district. But was his account number similar to that of the district account and in the same bank branch? Kirumira was the only African named as a top-level accomplice in the Crane Bank scandal, where Bank of Uganda accused Sudira Paleria of a 400 billion fraud case. Or it could be the harmless Professor Edward Kirumira, who is a principal college of humanities at Makerere University. Kirumira has become a perennial contender for a job of Vice Chancellor. Every time he contends for it, he performs so poorly. And as the years go by, the professor contends for the job with his former students. If he lives long enough, he may contend with his granddaughter for the VC job. And then there is the Kirumira Moyo militias over in Zunuru in Kasese. These are poorly armed and unarmed militias who can recklessly face government machine guns and tanks and still refuse to concede defeat, even as their friends are mowed down. And thus, this is the reputation that follows the name Kirumira. Coincidence? Or is there something psychologists can't explain? Moving on, the Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, has permitted Dokolo County MP Felix Okot to table before Parliament a motion for a government ban on the manufacturing, marketing, distribution and sale of sachet waraji in the country. In 2016, a government through the Trade Ministry gave waraji manufacturers up to September last year to stop the production of alcohol in sachets or face the law. However, according to the MPs, despite several reminders to the government to phase out the sale of waraji in sachets, it has not happened. With support from fellow MPs, Paul Mwiru proposed that the government considers imposing a 1% tax on sachet waraji, which he said is a threat to people's health. Backing Mwiru, Ogong notified Kadaga that he would draft a motion for a resolution of Parliament to ban the manufacturing, marketing, distribution and sale of sachet waraji in the country. And in our sports news, the pair of Isaac Ariho and Franco Chibule have moved close to winning gold in the men's doubles at the Woodball World Cup that ends on Sunday in Chiang Mai, Thailand. The duo secured their place among the finalists in the fairway category yesterday after defeating Chinese Taipei's pair of Yung Ming Ting and Wang Wanyi in the third round at Chiangdu Woodball course. To put their prospects into reality, Ariho and Chibule won 5 and drew 3 of the 12 contested fairways. The two are the first Ugandan players to book a slot in the final at the 6 days event that started on Tuesday. The other pair of Joan Mukova and Brian Gwaka were at press time set to compete in the knockout stage of the mixed doubles. While in the stroke contest singles category, all the Ugandan players were still hanging in. After all, the 16 players qualified to the second round. Uganda's seed 1 women player Lilian Zawede, Mukova, Charity Nagaba, Sophia Namudu, Joyce Nalubega, Elizabeth Nambeguya and Denise Nanjeru were up against opponents from Iran and Mongolia in the second round of the women's singles at press time yesterday. You're still watching New Vision TV, and in our Daily Pearl of Africa series, we look at Fort Patiko. Fort Patiko is found in Gulu district, northern Uganda, and was built by Sir Samuel Baker as a military fort in order to stop slave trade. Fort Patiko is beautiful from end to end with amazing scenery which offers great photography. Let's take a look. This place is filled with memories of slaves who were made to carve these rocks into models of different creatures, such as maps, lakes, and even human heads. But even though this memory looms, Fort Patiko is one of those places that carry Uganda's history. It was built by Sir Samuel Baker, an ancient explorer, in the early 1980s and is based in Gulu district in northern Uganda. These rocks are 16 feet wide and 15 feet deep. They are now a historic attraction because of the beautiful place where mountains and hills grace their extensive vegetation. Some people prefer to take pictures from any corner of each of the rocks they feel appeasing. But for Mobile of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday. For Pearl of Africa stories. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other stories here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, www.newvision.co.eu. You can also follow us on our other social media platforms. Facebook is The New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, YouTube is The New Vision TV, and Instagram is New Vision Wire. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.